Hello, my name is Jack Solomon and I'm a teacher at a preschool. Today I would like to tell you about some of the features on KidsOnline. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at how we can monitor and track students' health using KidsOnline. This mainly includes things like height and weight, but it can also include other medical information about the students. The school and teachers can periodically measure the weight and height of the students. They can then record this data using KidsOnline to allow parents to keep track of their students' progress and health. This data will then be presented on a chart and it will be compared with the WHO guideline standards. This is useful in providing additional information about the health of the student, whether they're taller than average for their age or shorter, or whether they're heavier or lighter than the average student for their age. By recording this data, it allows parents and kindergartens to follow the physical development of their child or the students. Now this is done through the measurement of the weight, the height, and this also creates a BMI for the student. Following on from this information, it can be used to create any changes or adjustments that are needed within the child's diet or their activities. So let's go ahead and see how we can access the data for the health records of the students. Now, starting here on the KidsOnline for Teachers app, we can start on the home page, but on the bottom right corner we can find this button and another button here that says Class List. Clicking on this will show you a list of all of the students in the class. For example, now let's click on Adam. And once you click on the student's profile, it will tell you about the history of which classes they are in, as well as another button here that says Health Monitor. So once you click on the Health Monitor button, it will bring you through to this page, which provides some general health information about that student. You can see all of the factors here, which include some things like blood group, and also whether or not they have allergies or any problems with their hearts or ears or eyes, as well as any special dietary comments. With the general health page, it's possible to edit and also add some new information for the students. But at the top, we have the most recent data for their weight and height. If you click on the button that says Detail, we can go ahead and see the record of that and how they have progressed as they have grown. And there are actually 3 different tabs here. One tab just for their height, one tab just for their weight, and another tab here that incorporates both their weight and their height. As I said previously, all of this data corresponds with the WHO guidelines. So let's look at Adam's height. Scrolling down, we can see that everything here is within a normal range for students of his age. But going into the weight tab, again, we can see that almost everything is normal. However, probably about 11 months ago, Adam was a little bit underweight. When there is an abnormality compared to the WHO guidelines, it flags it up. For example, whether they are overweight, underweight, taller than average, or shorter than average. So moving into the combined height and weight chart, scrolling back, we can see that a while ago, Adam was a little bit underweight. However, it seems that from the last reading, he has since gone back on track and is a normal weight for his age. Aside from just viewing and seeing the previous data and also the graphics in the charts, it's also possible to add in some new data. Up here in the top right corner, there's a little button with a plus sign. When you click on that, you can select the date in which the student has been measured, and then you can go ahead and click their height and their weight. Once you press save, that data will then be uploaded and also incorporated into the graph. So aside from using the KidsOnline for Teachers app, it's also possible to do so using the web page on a laptop or a PC, just like this. As always, after you log into the KidsOnline homepage, on the left side, you will find a button that says Height and Weight. Clicking on that will bring you through to a list of all of the students in the class, and from here you can view their data and their records from previously. When looking at the previous data, it shows you the date of the measurement, the height and weight of that student, along with their BMI, and also how many months old the student is at the time of being measured. As stated previously, KidsOnline uses the WHO guidelines to show the normative values for students' height and weight at that age. For example, looking at this graph for height, we can see the data for the student along with some boundaries which show whether they are taller or shorter than average. We can also see something similar here for this chart, which is for the weight of the student. Both of these charts measure the data over a period of time, so you can see the trend in their growth of height or weight. On this page, it's also possible to add the most recent reading. So for example, here we can see a green button that says Add Information. And just like on the app, you can choose the date for the measurement, as well as entering the values for the student's weight and their height. And again, once that's done, press on Add Information and the data will be uploaded and also incorporated into the graphs and graphics. So that was how to take the data for the weight and height of the students, as well as also edit their general health records. I hope that this video was helpful, and as always, we will see you next time.